Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome to the Lee Squad, where we do nothing but light up the world, honey. And my name is Rebecca Kazinga Chile. If you wanna know more about me, just Google me, baby. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, bestie, for sticking around. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more and more content. This is my first video in 2024, and I would just like to wish you guys a happy new year. How's the new year so far? Have you guys already started working on your New Year's resolutions, or you're just giving yourself some time like me? Yeah, I hope the year is going great, and may this be the best year yet. In our today's video, we are going to be talking about finding your niche. Many people have been asking. I posted about this some time ago on my WhatsApp that, one thing about this life, just find your niche and move on with it, So I got some questions about how can one find their niche, what is it really exactly about. So I thought maybe I could do a video about this, and that's what today's video is going to be about. Stick around and be there. So, before I get into specifics, let us describe what a niche is. What is a niche? A niche is a specialized area in the market where you offer something unique. You cater for specific type of audience. You cater for their special interests, their needs, and for a special demographic. I would give an example. Say, instead of being a social media coach, you would say you are a LinkedIn coach. You specialized in that. Instead of saying you are a model coach, you would say you are a beauty pageant coach. So you are specializing in beauty pageant with a very specific kind of people that you would like to work with. I'll be giving more example of this because they're more of my interest, and I have a bit of experience in them, and I know people who do, so it's something that I can easily relate to, So yeah, that is what a niche is. I hope we're moving together. So someone might be asking, why is it important to have a niche? Say you want something, you're asking for something, you want a service or a product. Do you ever ask for everything? No. You can't say, I'm looking for someone who offers everything. No. You go to specifics. You go to the exact thing that you want. I want someone to teach me how I can be a pageant queen. I want someone to teach me how this service can be done. Having a niche helps you to know the market needs. You have to ask yourself these questions. What is the transformation you are providing? And what is it that you're taking people from and to? And who is it that you are specifically targeting it to? So you look at the gap in the market. What is it that is missing in the market? And then you tailor your niche, you tailor your offering based on that. And tell you what, this increases your chances of success. I mean, you know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what the gap is. You know what you're offering to the market. So that's why having a niche is important. And the second point is having a niche differentiates you from everyone. It sets you apart, You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're providing to the market. And you stand on that. It gives you clarity, So that makes you very much unique. And guys, in today's world, in today's market, what's more important other than differentiation? Which brings us to our third point. Clarity sells, guys. I mean, you know exactly what you're serving in the market. You know the specific audience that you're targeting. And this brings about effectiveness. I mean, there is more customer engagement. You can ask your customers what exactly they want, how you can make yourself better, how you can improve. So this is why it's important to have a niche. And lastly, if you develop a sense of deep expertise in what you're doing, and this gains credibility and trust. And guys, if your clients trust you, you are unstoppable. Now that we know what a niche is and why it is important to have a niche, now how do we get clear on what our niche is? Let's get down to it. I think this is the part where you grab your notepad, you grab your pen and note this down. Let's do this together. So, the first point is excavate your expertise. Ask yourself, what are you an embodiment of? You know, what is it that you have achieved by far? What are your skills? What are your passions? You know, refine your focus based on what the things you are passionate about. Get to ask yourself, what is it, that one thing that makes you lose track of time, you know? That when you start doing it, you can't even think about anything else. You enjoy the moment. You enjoy doing that. What is it that most people come to ask you about? It could be in your job, it could be in your career, it could be in your personal life. But, you know, there's that one thing that if you have someone who wants help, who needs ideas, they will ask you about that thing because they believe you are good at that thing. What is that thing? Invest in things that you are interested in, you know? There's nothing as better as working on things that you are passionate about. You know, I've noticed one thing about life, that there's some things that we really take for granted, that if only we were to be more and more serious about them, it would bring us lots and lots of money, like crazy money. So please guys, in 2024, let's get serious. Let's get the bag. Let's do all we can to secure that bag. Moving on to the second point, research guys. Research is very important. Research and identify a problem that you can solve. You can research the potential niches that are around, the audience needs, the competition that's available, that's there, and find the gaps. What's the problem that you can solve? What are the most underserved areas? You know, it's very important. I'll leave you guys with a quote by Dan Core that says that there are millions of people with the same interest, problems and desires, and you only need to find a fraction of them. Okay, moving on to the third point guys, feedback. Feedback is very, very important. I know some people hate feedback, but feedback is really, really important. So you always need to ask for opinions. It could be from your peers, it could be from your potential customers, it could be from your mentors. And I'll never stop stressing on the importance of having a mentor guys. Very, very important. Having someone who has gone before us to like tell us, direct us. God bless mentors, you know. So we all need a mentor or two to help us, direct us and guide us. So yeah, back to the point, feedback is very, very important. Pay attention to people. They always have a different perspective, you know. They will always help you to refine your ideas, make them better. So always listen to feedback. It's very, very important. The fourth point is test and iterate. You can start small by testing your niche idea. You can start with a pilot project or offering limited services just to get feedback about your niche, you know. Ask people, and from there you get the responses of what the people are saying, and now you can adjust. Is it working or not? What is it that you have to change? What is it that you have to maintain? And in the process, don't forget to be patient with yourself, be flexible with yourself, and be very honest with yourself as well. You can then adjust your niche with what resonates best with your skills and the market demand. I have an example of a friend who is a LinkedIn coach. She started being serious with LinkedIn a long time ago, and we really thought she's really good, and if there's someone that I can always recommend, that if you want to learn how LinkedIn operates, she's the one that I would always recommend her. And I one time asked her that, don't you think of investing this, starting this as a business, or getting even way more serious, helping people and stuff like that, and she was like, yeah, I've thought about it, but I'm trying to give myself time, and in the process you'd see her watch more and more LinkedIn videos, do research about how LinkedIn works. She's trying to get more and more followers, and I just recently saw a post that she's now ready to start offering these services, and she now reached out to me that, okay, can we do a trial that I work on your LinkedIn account and stuff like that. So basically, I think these things that I'm actually explaining about, and that's like the practicality of it. So these things work, guys. If you're only like more and more serious to give it a try, work on them, it could be the next big thing, All right, so let's move on to the fifth point, which is probably the last, because I don't want to give you too much detail. Passion and profit alignment. Yeah, I know most people might say, I just like doing this, it's not really about the money, I just like helping people. Sis, yeah, we understand. We know you like doing what you do, you like doing all that, but what is the profitability in your niche? What are the revenue streams? Most of these things fail because of lack of long-run sustainability. So you have to make sure that your passion and the market demands align, and this is the only key to sustained motivation. When the money is always involved, darling girl, you're always in. You always want to get it. You always want to get the bag. So profit and passion alignment is very, very important. All right, guys, that's all I had for you guys in today's video. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I hope this was very helpful. If you did, or you need something else, you have questions, please drop them down in the comment section below. Now, before I leave, let's do a little exercise whilst you still have your pens and your notepads. So I want you guys to write down all of your skills, all of them. I know this might take time. You can do it at your own free time. Write all the skills that you have, all of them. Step 2, write down all of your passions. What are the things that you're passionate about? And then the third step, which group of people do you love and enjoy working with? It could be young people, it could be girls, it could be kids, but which group of people makes you feel so alive that when you're with them, you're like, oh, I think I really had the best of day. And now let's do the ranking. Let's try to find a gap in the market. What is it what problem that you can solve now based on the skills, based on the passions? Let's do the ranking now. On a scale of 1 to 10, which one do you think it's the people's desire that you could fill that gap, that you need the problem solved? That's all I had for you guys today. Remember, the riches are in the niches. See you guys in the next video. Bye.